Well, hello friends and family. Today we're going to take a walk up to Unicorn Landing. That's what Marcy decided to call it, so that's the name of it. It was the very first place that we arrived to when we came here and visited this property for the very first time. She stopped up there and said, "I love it, I'll take it." Because she thought that we were in the middle of our property up there, but we were not. Whoa, there's another feather. I've been collecting these things and putting them places. Kind of creepy. But anyhow, where was I at? So Marcy sat down up here and went, "I love it." And so from that point, we decided to try to get this place. I think that was the very first time we visited here. We never made it down anywhere near where our camp is, and certainly not where we're starting our little construction project over on the other side of the little gully there. A lot of birds here. I don't see them too much, although we've noticed as we've been taking some of the dead trees out and clearing a little bit of airspace for them to fly, it seems like they sometimes fly through. You can see this tree right here. It goes way down the hillside there. I'm not sure what happened. Got knocked over and keeps growing. Oh, that's all a live tree there. And we got this one here. It does the same sort of thing. So this is Unicorn Landing. Pretty sure we've been up here before. We tipped a old dead stump kind of thing there upside down and used it as a prop to hold up those branches. So see all the branches come up there. I think in a couple years when it really fills up a little bit, it'll be nice. And there'll just be a little space under there. We did the bench there. That was one of the first things we did. Came up here and made a little space, and this was our little resting spot. This trail here connects to the easement. If you keep heading up this way, there's a game trail, or well, whatever, there's a trail. It goes up there. And anyhow, I came up here to show you Unicorn Landing. I also came up here to grab a tool. I figured I'd try the GoPro and I'll strap it on my head. So that's what you're seeing, is it on my head. Hopefully the video won't be so bouncy. I noticed that when I had the little handheld tripod, when I walked, it just kind of bounced a little bit from side to side. So it was kind of hard to watch. Sorry for that. Always trying to improve our technical abilities here. Those are roots. A little pile of rocks there under the trees. So this is the hole I am digging. I'm gonna get this dirt out. I pulled all this out. This is kind of about the size we're looking at, but I don't know if you can see in here. It's amazingly hard. This part isn't so much, but the further down, the actual ground underneath all this dirt is pretty hard. So I came down to grab this guy. He's our resident peeling spud. And we're gonna take that and go peeling. I'll show you the dirt I've been pulling out of that hole there. I feel like I've done about a cubic yard. So that's what we got down in there. So we'll head back down to camp and across the bridge, and we'll show you how to peel a log and maybe tell you a story about being a little kid and having to peel logs. Okay, we'll be back in a minute. Still got that pile there. It's gonna be hot this weekend, or this week, I should say. We're here for a little bit longer than we normally are, so I'll get some work done. We're still got good water flow. Our little project down here, we had some deer come through. You see the deer prints there, and it worked pretty good. There's still standing water back there though, so I gotta get in there and try to get some more of this stuff down. You can see how it got darker. It's all wet. It's all wet in there, but I could actually walk on that. If it was mud, I couldn't walk on it. Just sink down into it. It's kind of weird. You can stand on it, but as soon as you like start moving, you just settle down into it. Yeah, that's from deer. They've figured out how to walk through these stairs pretty good, I think. Ooh. Heard something up here. Maybe there's a deer. Walk a little more quietly. A little bird right there. Maybe you can see him. Now such different sounds. Certainly will let you know when it's awake. And our neighbors have chickens. And chickens definitely let you know when the sun's up. So we picked up the tarp. It's been down for a couple of weeks. It actually did a pretty good job of maybe, oh, that's pretty. I don't know if you can see that. Dragonfly with the white body. Oh, wow. Hi there, little dragonfly. Well, I sure hope my camera's aimed at you. Whoa. You can see its body breathing. It's like showing off. It's hanging out and just catching bugs in this area and getting fat. Yeah. Pretty amazing machine there. So, I thought I heard something in here. Sure looks like there's a path down there, doesn't it? At some point we're gonna have a path down to Pooh Corner, which is another place that Marcy named. So the idea, this is going to be our little garden spot, and we are also going to use it to launch the drone, because as you can see, there's no trees above us, which is a hard place to find. See all the canopy there? All the way across. Like there's an upper canopy and then the little trees kind of make a second canopy down below. So yeah, it's nice to have a sunny spot. So we're gonna try to take the drone out and try to overfly maybe where we're building, or see if we can locate some of the spots on the property now that we kind of have a really good idea of what we're looking at. Like the two big trees I showed, that spot in between the two big trees I showed you earlier, those are the biggest trees up near the corner or the edge of the property. And then we have the other one that has our sign, and that's really close to the property corner, so we should be able to find that one. That's a big tree too. But yeah, so we're gonna try to fly the drone later. I'm gonna have to get all set up here. It's gonna take me a minute, and you probably don't want to see how exciting that is. See all the wood chips. I think these are all gonna be used probably to go into some of those muddier spots, just like we did down here. And anyhow, this little log I use, it's pretty round. I use that for rolling the logs, so I can get them down here, and I just kind of get one end up on here and roll, 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 roll. And then I teeter-totter it over a little bit and roll, 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 and then just pop it out and do it again. So we still have a big pile of branches there to burn. We're gonna probably do some kind of a burn spot down here. I was checking it out last night, and more logs I gotta peel. So we're gonna do, maybe over here we'll have a burn spot. Trying to find a place that doesn't have pine trees. I still have a lot of dead trees to get out of here. This guy, oh, this crap over here. Lots and lots of work. An endless supply of work. And then there's a lot of this wood that's all jammed up like in the trees, and this stuff is just super dry. So I can go in and pull some of that out and cut it up real easy. And this is my pile of brush. So you can see this thing's almost as tall as me. Marcy's like, let's just set it on fire. And I gave it a thought. Okay, so anyhow, we're gonna go ahead and get one of these logs set up here. See my little peeling station. I set the logs on these so they can roll back and forth, and this is where I've been peeling them. And we stack them and dry them. Last time I put the tarp across the top, and the water actually sunk down in. Ooh, that's a big slug. The water actually dipped down in here, and I poured a bunch of the water down into this hole that I dug here just to see if it would drain out, but it drained out in pretty quick. Like when I came back to look at it, it was done. I'll probably do a tiny bit more digging before I actually sink these things, because at the very bottom of the hole there's going to be rocks. So yeah, all right, well, we'll come back in a bit and show you what peeling a log is like, and maybe if I can remember a story, I'll tell it.